Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
Step two.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
Bitches getting money all around the world, cause girls is players too.
That's right, it is Friday. It's Female Friday. And on this day, I like to showcase female artists, past, present, or future on the channel. Now, this first one, I actually chose this song about 3 weeks ago. It's just I hadn't gotten around to it. And the song is by a duo. And the duo go by the name of T.A.T.u. No, not that T.A.T.u. These are a couple of girls. They are from Moscow, Russia, and they came out with this song called All the Things She Said. Now, they came out with this back in 2002, and at 2002, I know where I was living. I was living on the north end of town. I was living with my ex at the time, and this song hit the radio. And it was all over the place. And it wasn't until I turned on the MTV one day, because I'd heard on the radio before I even saw the video. I'm trying to think if I'd even seen the whole video all the way through. I don't think I have. But I heard people talking about it. I was like, hey, this song is about lesbians. And I'm like,
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
oh, really? I never really thought about it because after a certain age, I stopped listening to certain lyrics or, I just go with the vibe of the music, not necessarily knowing what the song was about. And so I had no idea until, years later. And I was like, okay, well, no big deal, But that was like their gimmick is like, here are these two girls. They're going to act like they're lesbians. And, of course, boys will watch it go like, and then girls who are lesbians will watch it like, everybody's going to be oogling over it. And then, it came and went. They had another song. I can't remember what they said the other song was, but they had another song that was a hit in the United States. But this came off of their first English language album. And to do what they did, it's not a small feat to do what they did, especially coming from a country who really weren't on anybody's radar as far as music or pop music wise was concerned. So let's take a look at what this song did on the charts. And Balamo. It went to number 1 in Australia, 1 in Austria, 2 in Belgium, Flanders, number 3 on the Belgian Ultra Top 50, 3 in Canada, 1 in Costa Rica, 2 in Croatia, 25 in the Czech Republic, number 1 in Denmark, number 2 in El Salvador, number 1 on the European Hot 100, number 3 in Finland, 2 in France, 1 in Germany, 3 in Greece, 13 in Hungary, 1 in Ireland, 1 in Italy, number 38 in Japan, number 2 on the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, number 2 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, number 1 in New Zealand, number 1 in Nicaragua, number 2 in Norway, number 1 in Portugal, number 3 in Romania, number 1 in Scotland, 1 in Spain, number 2 in Sweden, number 1 in Switzerland, number 1 on the UK singles, number 1 in Uruguay. Uruguay, they never pop up on the list. Number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 5 on the US Dance Club Songs, number 8 on the US Mainstream, and number 26 on the US Rhythmic. Man, every time I do songs that had, a lot of hits, my arms get tired just from doing all that. And I forgot, like I said, I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot what the charts looked like until I just pulled them up. So this song was a hit worldwide, and even in places you didn't even think still existed. But it's a hard driving beat, and you have their voices, and they're cute looking and everything else like that. So they had the whole package. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, I am wearing my Buckeye Nation shirt. And do you want to know why? Because as of, I think it was Tuesday, Ohio State is ranked number 1 in the country. If they were going to have a playoff today, Ohio State would be number 1. And I hope we stay there. I really, really do. It's always prideful when your team that you support makes it. But what's the weird thing is that right over there, like around here, let me move over because I want to show this list. Ohio State is number 1, but my sleeper team is number 25, and that is Air Force. The reason why is that when I went to high school, my high school was in the Air Force Academy district. At the time, there was only 2 high schools there. There was our school, which was called Rampart, and then there was the one on the Air Force Academy. They were called Air Academy. And we were the 2 schools in the Air Force Academy district. And I graduated from high school on the Air Force Academy. So I've always supported them. You know, even one time they beat Ohio State. And I think it was the Independence Bowl somewhere in the 90s. And I keep ribbing my little brother about that. Like, you know what? Air Force beat Ohio State once. And the only time they ever played. So it is one of those things. But I'm proud of Air Force being a military team, being in the top 25. That's excellent. That's great to hear. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is T.A.T.u and all the things she said.
I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like sometimes my mouth is moving faster than my brain, and it's like this runaway train, and I cannot seem to get it to stop no matter how hard I try. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I'm serious, I feel totally lost. If I'm asking for help, it's only because being with you has opened my eyes. Could I ever believe such a perfect surprise? I keep asking myself, wondering how. I keep closing my eyes, but I can't look you out. Wanna fly to a place where it's just you and me, nobody else, so we can be free. Nobody else, so we can be free. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said is enough. Yeah, all the things you said, all the things you said. And I'm all mixed up, feeling cornered and rushed. They say it's my fault, but I want it so much. Wanna fly away, but the sun and the rain coming over my face, wash away all the shame. When I stop and stare, don't worry me, cause I'm feeling for her what she's feeling for me. I can try to pretend, I can try to forget, but it's driving me mad, going out of my head. All the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things you said, all the things you said is enough. All the things you said, all the things you said, all the things you said.
So that's the video. That's basically it. I liked the music-wise. It had that driving beat, and you had the synthesizers in there. And the guitar. It's a very rocking kind of song, and I could see how people like this. I mean, granted, I'm doing it now because I remember this being, pretty big at around the time. I didn't know it was that big until I did the charts. But that's it. You got to realize, like, if that's 2002, let's say they were 18 in 2002, 2012, 2022. They're like 40 years old now. You know what I mean? So just goes to show you, they're showing them in like schoolgirl outfits, which is one of those things, like when it comes to me doing K-pop videos, I have to stop doing the ones where the girls are wearing, schoolgirl outfits, because, there was one video I did for a girl group called
12 seconds later.
The song is about, a woman's, vajayjay, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm looking at them and hearing the words, like, about cookies and, new jeans. Now I got it. Now it just hit me. And I'm like, are these girls old enough? And then people in the comments like, well, this one's 15 and this one's, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I had to stop doing that kind of stuff because, you can get into trouble doing certain shit like that. But it is what it is. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.